To set up your PEX connector for Aplos, first complete the following steps in Aplos. Under the People tab, click on the Contact list and click on the green plus button to create a new contact. Choose Company, not Individual for the contact type. For the company name, you can type in PEX or PEX prepaid cards. Then hit Save and Close. To create PEX as a register, navigate to the Fund Accounting tab, click on Accounts, and your account list. Scroll down to the Current Assets section. Click on the green plus button, and now enter a number to reference accounts such as your checking or savings account. Name the new account PEX Prepaid Cards or PEX. Once complete, mark it Enabled. For the Type field, choose Use as a Register. For the Activity field, select Use as Cash and click Save. You will see the new account populate under your current assets. The last step is to authorize PEX and Aplos to connect with each other. Click on the Fund Accounting tab and click on Prepaid Cards. Select Login to PEX and type in your PEX admin username and password. This was most likely the email address used during the PEX application process and the password that was saved. After you enter your credentials, click Login and then the Allow button. Now you'll want to configure your connector within PEX. Click on the Apps tab on the left navigation menu. Click on Available Apps, locate the Aplos connector, click Install, and then Launch. On the Choose What to Sync page, we recommend that you have the Sync Aplos Funds accounts to PEX tags enabled. Enable Automatically Import Approved PEX Purchases into Aplos. Enable this option to allow PEX to import PEX purchases as expenses in Aplos. You can choose to sync all PEX transactions. We recommend Approved so every transaction is reviewed before syncing into Aplos. Enable Automatically Import PEX Transfers into Aplos. Enable this option to have PEX import transfers from your primary funding source to your Aplos account. Enable Automatically Import Fees into Aplos. Choose the PEX Register, which is the asset account you created earlier that represents your PEX funds. You will see all of your PEX purchases in the account register in Aplos. Choose the connector to create contacts automatically or assign a single contact called PEX to your purchases. This will show as the payee on your transactions. Select a start date to begin the sync and click Next. On the Configure Tag Mapping page, the Aplos field Fund should be mapped to the PEX tag called Fund. You can enable sync tag options from Aplos. This will pull your funds from Aplos into PEX. The Aplos field Account should be mapped to the PEX tag created for Account. You can enable sync tag options from Aplos. If your pricing tier of Aplos includes Aplos tags, PEX tags can also be mapped to your Aplos tags if they're enabled in Aplos. If you have multiple Aplos tag layers, select the blue plus sign on the right side of your screen to map a PEX tag for each tag layer. Before you enable sync tag options from Aplos, you'll need to map Aplos tags to the PEX tag that represents this category. This will pull your tags from Aplos into PEX. Select Next. Now you'll choose a default fund and account for your transfers and fees. Select PEX as the contact for transfers. Choose the fund within Aplos into which you'll import the transfers. Select the bank account for importing transfers. This is optional. If you're funding your PEX account from more than one operating account, choose the primary funding account since the PEX connector only supports one bank account. If you incur any PEX account fees, which can be card shipping or international fees, the transactions for those fees will be imported to Aplos and assigned to the account, fund, and contact you need. We do recommend that you have your fees imported into Aplos. Select PEX as the contact for fees. Choose the fund within Aplos into which to import the fees. Select the transaction account into which you will import the fees. You can use an existing fees account or create one called PEX Fees. Press Finish. Now you can review your selections on the Settings page, such as your mappings and your contacts for your transfers and fees. To make any edits under the Settings tab, click on Change Configuration. On the History tab, you will see any prior syncing. All updates and transactions will sync between PEX and Aplos on a nightly basis. To initiate a sync, immediately hit Sync Now. Your changes and transactions will post instantly.